report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that may have been a situation, and look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is touchdown right at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal because...
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's got to gain a 6 there. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chargers will have a 1st. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Lays out left side and gets it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. We've reached the end of one. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's got it. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll run for this. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back to the well again. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Another carry for him. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Jukes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down. It's Herbert once more. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down. Now Herbert again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Herbert to throw once more. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Monty Hooker with the tackle. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. It is caught left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Starting from the 5. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets everything he has under this throw. This one will be intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Smith.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Herbert throwing again. This one falls incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space honesty, that space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find him.
Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Chiefs, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, track him down and stop potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Flush down out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends the lead to 20.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now he throws deep across the field. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Throw is caught by the back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drop the lead back to 13. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He put everything he had into this one. Defenders there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back after the turnover at the 29. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Hits a seam at the 40. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1 quarter to go, bro. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion
hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Moving on into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push the lead to 20. Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, Herbert. He's trying to push the field. And he hauls in the interception. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Trying again following the sack. He put some air under this one, deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. He's got it near the 8. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's Herbert once more. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Not to forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. He gets a look up the middle. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects on the crosser. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Chiefs keep running away with this. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. His return makes it up to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Herbert to throw. This ball's caught by Pickens. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
Garbage. We about to move, son.